what's up guys, it is Melontosh here and I am back for a very hype team builder. This is the finals of IDM, the International Draft Masters, and we're going up against AkkiVGC, and what I'm going to be doing is analysing the two teams and going over the team that I built for you guys. It's not going to be a very long video, probably 10 to 15 minutes. So, in case you guys did not know, we did make finals. We beat AkkiVGC in the semi-finals, so that is pretty hype. My first ever finals, so that is very, very exciting. Hopefully, we can have a clean match. That would be amazing. But my team, in case you guys did not know, I haven't been following the season, is Melontosh, Landorus, Nihilego, Latias, Sylveon, Escavalier, Skuntank, Mantine, Alolan, Marowak, Miltank, and Manectric. While my opponent's team is absolutely amazing. Props to you, Akki, for drafting this team. It's absolutely incredible. We've got Magearna, Zygarde, 50%, Crocodile, Mega Slowbro, Zapdos, Quillfish, Talonflame, Licky, Cobalion, Frogadier, and Dhelmise. How someone gets Magearna and Zygarde 50% in the same draft, I'm not entirely sure, but he somehow managed to do it. To be fair, I got Mega Love on Lando, so who am I to complain? As you can see here, the 6 that I expect him to bring are the Magearna, the Zygarde, the Crocodile, the Mega Slowbro, the Zapdos, and the Quillfish, while the Talonflame, the Licky, and the Cobalion are all 3 possibilities that could easily come, whereas I'm not really expecting the Frogadier and the Dhelmise, but I prepared for them nonetheless, but I do not think they're coming at all. So looking at team matchup, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think I have the best matchup. It's hard to explain, but Slowbro basically counters my 2 best mons. It completely hard counters them in Melontosh and Landorus, except for Landorus' Z move at +2 does do a lot to Slowbro, but it's pretty easy for him to predict. Switch up in something like Zapdos or anything really and get a sack, then he can go bro and literally chew any hit he wants to ever. Mega Slowbro is too fat, and my team really has a problem with bulky water types, and I knew that going in before the draft. I knew my team was going to have a problem with bulky water types, and Latias was kind of going to be my okay-ish way of dealing with them. But he has Crocodile, which can just Pursuit Trap my Latias. It can also Pursuit Trap the Marowak, but to be fair, if I were to bring Marowak, it'd be absolutely only for Magearna ever, because it does a really good job of checking Magearna, except for Magearna can bring Shadow Ball, which is the only reason I am not bringing it. Originally I had a Kebia set, but it's too much, and the thing is that, yeah, he can just go hard Crook. But a Flare Blitz is still going to be doing a decent amount of damage, and I can even Will-O-Wisp it. And maybe Cobbleberry would have been better, but I didn't even bring Marowak, so I don't know what we're talking about this for. Yeah, and then Crook can go ahead and Pursuit Trap my Latias, which is my best way of dealing with Slowbro, really. And then Zapdos can go through my team because he can outspeed the Lando and have hidden power ice, so he can Volt Switch around freely. Zygarde is really problematic for my team. Miltank can take hits from it, and to be fair, because of my team structure, he can't really bring, because I have the Sylveon, he can't really bring Sub-Coil. He's not really going to have enough room, but he can bring Iron Tail for my Sylveon. If he was to be just Coil DD, maybe that would make sense. 1,000 arrows Iron Tail would make sense, but then Miltank would be able to deal with it. So that's why we have both the Sylveon and the Miltank on the team. Which is pretty good. And then we have Quillfish. We can just set up hazards, be really just generally annoying, get an Intimidate off. It actually, if he runs really speedy, can outspeed my Landorus and go for something like a Destiny Bond, which is problematic. It can taunt my team, and originally I didn't have Latias on there. I had Lopunny, and it's actually a really good check to Lopunny, so he could definitely bring that, but he doesn't really need it so much because he has the Mega Slowbro, which does a decent job of walling my Lopunny anyways. A set I thought about running was a Miracle Lopunny, but the chance of him going for Scald was way too high because I felt like I had a bad matchup. I was really trying to get creative with my teams, but I could not come up for the life of me with anything that was actually going to win this match. So what I actually ended up going for was a pretty decently standardish team, if I'm being honest. I'm extremely bulky. 2 reasons I went for extremely bulky is because Lando is a huge win con, and I need all the other 5 things to make a proper wall core that's hard for him to break and wear down his team in order for Lando to win. Originally I had that with Lando plus Lopunny, but the 4 mons weren't enough. So with Latias added in, just give me another extra bulk. I'm Cobbleberry in case Crook goes Pursuit, and if he's Assault Vest, I should still 3-hit KO with Ice Beam, unless he's like 252 Spadef, but then Pursuit's not going to be doing as much. But yeah, so the game plan now is to just bulk him down, wear him down, get a rock polish or a sword dance, or potentially both would be ideal with Landorus, and just win. It's not going to be quite that easy though, as he has a very bulky team himself. The other great reason for me bringing bulk is that I've been very offensive in my builds all season, so I figured, hey, time to shake it up in finals and throw something at him that he's probably not going to be expecting from me, as I have been extremely offensive. So the team we have is Abundance, the Landorus Therian with the Groundium Z, Intimidate, Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Stone Edge is just to hit the Zapdos, and then Earthquake just destroys everything else, and of course Talonflame. I'm really not expecting Dhelmise. That's the only reason I don't have the Fly, because a lot of my team can deal with Dhelmise. I mean, Miltank can completely hard wall it, so I'm fine with that. If he brings Dhelmise, I have to kill that thing first, or get it in EQ range, which will be quite hard because Dhelmise is relatively bulky. But next up is Joust. This is my Magearna check. If he brings Hidden Power Fire Magearna, I potentially just lose. Oh, like, honestly, I potentially just lose. I am 252 HP, 252 Spadef, plus Spadef Major Assault Vest. I could not be more Spadef if I tried. This thing chews anything from Magearna. I'm telling you, this thing is so bulky on the special side right now. Magearna is like really going to struggle to break through this thing. I have Knockoff, Duro, Megahorn, and Iron Head. Zapdos really does a good job of countering me, and I couldn't really think of bringing anything else in its stead. I potentially wanted to go for something. I mean, like, what was I really going to bring? Maybe try and bring Poison Jab or something to try and get a poison, but I don't know. But Knockoff is going to be my main move that I click, unless I think Magearna staying, in which case I'll be Duro running, or even just going for the Iron Head. But Knockoff is great to get rid of Zapdos' items, because Zapdos is the problem to my team, and it's most likely going to have the leftovers, so getting rid of those leftovers is really nice for me. Next up is Bella, the Sylveon with leftovers, Pixelate, Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect. Originally I had Calm Mind on here, because if you look at his team, once Magearna goes down, if he wants to play it risky and try and set up early with Magearna, make a mistake like that, then Calm Mind Sylveon really can win, especially if Quillfish gets worn down, which will be relatively easy for me to do, I think, if I bring Lando, because I want to get an Intimidate drop off to make sure that Slowbro can live the Z move. So he may sack his Quillfish, in which case, unless he is Calm Mind Slowbro, in which case Slowbro can just Calm Mind up against it and we'll be there for a while. Probably just, I think I would win still. Maybe not, because he could get the burn with Scald. I'm not sure. So we have to weaken down Slowbro other than that. But other than that, it really can beat his team. It really can. So that's why I had the Calm Mind, but then I put Latias on here and I realized that Heal Bell is much more important, because I'm going to be Toxicking stuff. I'm going to be getting his team whittled down. His only Heal Bella is the Licky Licky, and I don't think he's bringing Heal Bell on the Licky Licky, because he'll probably have Wish, Protect if he brings it, Return, and then he'll probably want Ice Punch, so Lando can't just set up on it. So I don't think he's going to have the Heal Bell, so getting Toxic off on everything would be fabulous, and then if we trade Toxics, then I can get Heal Bell off and he can't, and that is the plan, and his team will slowly but surely get whittled down. And if I start getting Toxics off on everything, it does give me a much better chance to win the game. And if I'm not able to get Toxics off on stuff, then it's unlikely I'm going to be able to win the game. And that's how I'm seeing this so far. Next up is Stella, the Skuntank with Black Sludge, Aftermath, Taunt, Dark Pulse, Toxic, and Defog. This thing can kind of deal with the Mega Slowbro. I can Taunt it, stop it setting up Calm Minds, I can Toxic it. It can't rest because I have Taunt, and Dark Pulse does a decent amount of damage. I am Dark Pulse, I'm special over physical just because he can get a Skull Burn and I'll do literally jack shit to it. Also, it's Mega Slowbro, like, its special defense is way worse than its physical defense, so, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Black Sludge just to give myself some recovery. I'm 112 in HP and 252 in Spadef with a plus Spadef Nature, 144 in speed. This is so I can potentially outspeed a Quillfish and get a Taunt off. If his Quillfish wants to outspeed my Miltank with 8 investments, it will be 239, and so I'm 240. So that's the general idea behind the Skuntank speed. I completely missed Miltank. Miltank is my stealth rocker. It can deal with Talonflame, it can deal with Zygarde. I'm not expecting sub on Zygarde, so Toxic is great for me to get off and I should be able to stall it out. Same with Bulk Up Talonflame, because if Bulk Up Talonflame comes, which destroyed me in my first match, Talonflame, and I realized that Bulk Up is a real problem, especially if he's Bulk Up Will-O-Wisp, then I really don't do a lot to him, even with like a rock move. After a couple of bulk ups, so Toxic is the best idea. I doubt he's going to have rest on Talonflame. If he does, that thing can, not gonna lie, potentially beat me. I guess I'd have to hope he doesn't get the Will-O-Wisp or something with Lando and go for Stone Edge, and I'd have to realize that early, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. Also, T-Bot from Latias is going to be doing a decent amount. So next up is Latias. We got Cobbleberry to take less damage from the Crocodile's Pursuit, or potentially the knockoff if needed, if he's scarfed or something like that, and we decide to stay in because we're crazy cats, then that's that. We have Carmine, Roost, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. Carmine again. Actually, to be fair, if he's not Flood Cannon, Dazzling Gleam, if I get 2 to 3 Carmines up, I mean, I wouldn't say I tank, but I start taking hits from Magino, but likelihood is Magino will have Carmine, so I won't be Carmining up on that thing. But it's just like the Sylveon instead of the Sylveon. If Magino goes down, this thing can sweep his team with Carmine. For sure, it will take out Crook, it will take out Slowbro, it will take out Zapdos. Bolt Beam is amazing against Akki's team. Thunderbolt hits everything neutrally and most things super effectively. It hits Magino neutrally, Zygarde 4 times super effective, Crocodile super effective, Slowbro super effective, Latias super Zapdos super effective with the Ice Beam, Quillfish super effective, Talonflame super effective, and then Licky, Cobalion, and Delmise neutrally, and Frogadier super effective. So a pretty good coverage against his team. So that's why we got the Bolt Beam there, and it can definitely win against his team if he doesn't bring Scarf Crook and Magurna goes down. But getting Magurna down is going to be troublesome. And to be honest, I'm not sure how I want to play this match. I need to keep Lando healthy. It's so important that I keep Lando healthy this match. So but at the same time, I need to make plays with it and get it in and pressurize him, because otherwise he's going to shit on me. So that is the team. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know in the comments section down below if you think we're going to get our first ever championship in our first ever final against AkkiVGC. He's a great player. I'm actually so hyped for the match. I think it's going to be so much fun. So I hope you guys do enjoy. But that's going to be all from me today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, or if you are feeling like an absolute legend, go ahead and smash that like button down below. But other than that, I will smell you later.